Hey y'all, Tanya here. Today I have a tutorial that I have been wanting to do for so long for you guys, and I just wanted to make sure that it was like right and that I had the right lighting and stuff, and I hopefully today I did have that. The sun is out and I am home. It's a Saturday, but what I am showing you guys how to make today are these DIY wedding invitations. And I ordered the pocket cards from cardsandpockets.com. They have been great. My cousin suggested them when she got married, and I was like, okay, I'll check them out. And you can order samples first to see what color you want, because I knew I wanted pink because our theme is cherry blossom, but I wasn't sure what pink. So I did order samples. You get free shipping on the samples. But then I decided on this metallic pink. It's called Rose Quartz. I thought it matched my ribbon the best, and I don't know, it was just really pretty. And I believe for 100 invitations and 100 envelopes, it was around $100 including shipping. So really inexpensive way to create your own invitations. And as far as all of the lace and the ribbon, I of course got it on sale. I used my coupons, I used whatever I could get off, percentage off. And then when you open it, when they open it, this is what they'll see. I did block out our address of our place there, but this is what they'll see. And all of the cardstock I got at Hobby Lobby. If you go when they had their half off sale, I think the pack of 100 white cardstock it's originally $9, so it's $4.50. So that's a great deal. And I printed everything on my printer at home. This template right here I got from weddingchicks.com. There are quite a few free template places out there that you guys can check out. And these templates I got for the insert cards, I got from the cardsandpockets.com. They have a 4-card insert and a 3-card insert. I just did the 3-card and I edited it to what I wanted it to say anyways. It's just kind of for the size. But, when you're printing out on a full sheet of paper, you gotta cut it out to your own size anyways, so that doesn't even really matter. It'll just keep the wording in line. And what I did is I created it on there, and I went into Microsoft Word and I edited it so I could print 2 to a page, or even the response cards are 4 to a page. That's why they're so small. But I wanted to save paper. I don't think the size really matters. As long as they look pretty in here, I think that's fine. But yeah. So yeah, if you guys stick around, I'll show you guys how I did this step by step. And hopefully we'll save you guys some money on the wedding. We're down to 98 more days, and I am so excited, but I'm nervous because I know I have so much more to do. I mean, I have these to finish. I want to send these out next week. And I have vases to finish, and flower girl baskets, and guest books, and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully I'll have a few more wedding tutorials out for you guys. As I go, I will try to record them and put them up just so you guys can get some ideas for saving money on your wedding. And if you need some ideas from now and then, go to Hobby Lobby. Every other week they run their his and hers 50% off sale for wedding stuff. Or check online. They have 40% off coupons at Hobby Lobby every week. And then this week at Michael's I think is 50%, and they always have coupons at michaels.com. So there are ways that you guys can save money for your wedding, and you don't have to spend a huge amount of money. But yeah. So let's get into the tutorial, and I have to go because I'm going to pick up my dress today. Yay! Okay, hope you guys enjoy. Bye. For this tutorial, you will need your invite pockets. I ordered mine from cardsandpockets.com, and these are in the signature style in the color Rose Quartz. You will also need envelopes to match. These are the Euro flap envelopes. You will need a ruler, measuring tool, anything like that. You will also need a cutting mat. Unless you have a paper cutter, you can use that. You will need scissors and a cutting tool. This is an X-Acto knife. You will also need a lighter. If you are not comfortable with a lighter, you can skip the lighter steps. I am using these to burn the ends of our lace so that they do not fray. And you will need a glue. I'm using the Quick Grip glue just because it's the only glue I have found that hasn't yellowed or anything like that. The hot glue did yellow, and the double-sided tape is not strong enough to hold everything down as far as the ribbon and the lace go. So you do want to have a glue, and I am using a little paintbrush for my glue. And you will need double-sided tape runner. I have a Scotch one and the Elmer's one. You will need lace. Mine is from Walmart, from the value section. It comes in a little tube, or a little tub I should say. It was $1 a piece, and I have cut each one to 11.5 inches. And then I also have ribbon here. It's cherry blossom ribbon. That's the theme of our wedding. I got that at Michael's, and I have cut each one to 24 inches. Then you will need your wedding insert. I printed mine online. I got the template from cardsandpockets.com, and I just printed it, and yeah. I printed it on cardstock from Hobby Lobby. You will need your wedding insert, and you will need some scrapbook paper. I got the scrapbook paper from Michael's, and oh, the wedding insert, I printed this cherry blossom one from weddingchicks.com. They have a bunch of ones you can choose from. Okay, so for step 1, you want to take your invitation card, and I did block out the address, sorry, where we're getting married, just because you just never know who's going to see this. And then I'm going to take my scrapbook paper. This is cut down to a 6.5 by 4.5, and then the invitation card itself is actually a 6.25 inches tall and 4.25 inches wide. You want to take your invitation card and take your double-sided tape, and you just want to run it along the edges of your invitation card. Okay, then we're going to take our scrapbook paper and set it down. And we want to line up our invitation card as even as we can. I mean, if it's not perfect, it's fine. Like, everyone loves DIY, you know what I mean? So you want to take your invitation card and line it up the best that you can. Okay. And then it will look like this. Let me zoom you out a little so you can see it better. It'll look like this. And then we are going to set that aside and break out one of our invitation cards. This is the signature card from cardsandpockets.com I was telling you guys about. And I like to make this as flat as possible because it makes it just easier for what you're doing. And then we're going to grab that invitation card, and we're going to line the whole thing, including the scrapbook paper, the whole ensemble we just made, and we're going to tape that with our double-sided tape again. Okay, and then you want to take your invitation card and place it on the main invitation fold. And just, again, as even as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So that is the start to our invitation. And that is what the inside will look like. Then we're going to switch over to the decorating side before we stick our inserts in, so everything's nice and even. So you want to go ahead and fold on the pre-folded line right here, just so that your lace doesn't stretch after you get it on there. So open it back up and flip it back over to the back. You want to take your piece of lace. This is the detail in mine. And like I said, I got mine at Walmart. So you just want to kind of burn the edges a little bit. Just take a quick go through and burn the edges just so that it doesn't fray when we tape it. Okay? And then turn the lace over to the pretty side facing your mat, and the side you're going to tape down facing up, and take your two-sided tape and run it along the back center line. The reason we're using two-sided tape right now instead of the glue is because if we don't have this in a perfect line, we can, like if it's not even whenever we fold it, the double-sided tape allows us to pick it up and refold. So I just start and take my center of this and let it overhang a little because you will want to cut it off. And I try to line up with the center of the fold. So right here, center to center. And then just kind of loosely set it down the center of the invitation. Okay, so it'll look like this. Look like this. And then you want to fold and fold again to see that if it's even. See, mine is not even. So what I'm going to do, and this is why we use the double-sided tape, so let me check, and it needs to move to the right some. So you just pick it up and lay back down. And then check it again. Okay, so we need to move to this right some, not that way. See, we're still not even, so we want to do it again. Maybe a third time's a charm. I don't know. Some of these I have been like one time and it's perfect. Others it's been like 10 times. This is definitely like the hardest, most patient part is getting this lined up. Okay, so we're pretty good now. So what you want to do now is take your scissors, and these are fabric scissors, and you want to cut the ends of the lace off. I usually do it from the underneath just because it's easier to see. Okay, and I leave a little overhang because we are going to burn those edges as well. And when you burn these edges, be so very careful, because I've already burned like 3 invitations and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I burning these invitations? Okay, so we'll go ahead and burn those edges just really quickly, you guys, because like I said, you don't want to burn the invitation. So there's that. And there's that. See, and we didn't burn the invitation this time. Woohoo! Okay, so now we want to glue down our edges of our lace here. So you just want to take your glue and your brush and put it on these corners close to the edges that we did not put tape on. And just a tiny dab of glue. You don't want too much glue or it'll seep through and won't look as pretty. And then I do like to take it to the center and add. Okay. And next we are going to take our ribbon. This is what mine looks like. I got this at Michael's. I think it's $2.99 a roll. It is cherry blossom because that is our theme. And we are going to take our double-sided tape and we are going to tape on the center of the lace between the 2 folds. Okay, and you don't want to tape past that. And I also like to take a dab of glue and put it right in the center here just for a better support. Then you want to take your 24-inch ruler if you have one. If not, you can, you know, maybe draw a piece of paper that's 24 inches long and mark at the 9.5 and the 14.5 because when you take 24 minus the 5 inches that this is, you are left with 19 inches, and then I divided that. I don't know, I'm really good at math, but explaining it is a whole nother story. It's just something that I just knew to do. So 9.5 and 14.5 is going to be your center point for each line. And you want to take your ribbon and line it up as center as you can with the 24 inches. And then you just press down in the center. Okay, and this is what it looks like. And you want to let that dry completely before we put our inserts in. Okay, so open your invitation back up to the inside. We're all done back here. So we want to open up to the inside. And this is where we want to insert our insert cards in this little pocket that they provide you. I got the templates for these off cardsandpockets.com. You can download them off there even if you don't buy from them. They're just open for anyone. The first card I'm doing is a directions card, and I printed this at a 3.5 by 6.5. And then I have a reception card. Our reception is super close to our ceremony space, but they do have separate addresses, so I didn't want everyone going to the reception hall first and have to be redirected, so I did do a reception card. And I printed this at a 3.5 by 5.5, and I put our little wedding website at the bottom. And then I have a response card, which is a 3.5 by 4.25. And I just did the 3 inserts. There is a template for 4. I didn't think I needed 4. Probably don't even need directions because everyone uses GPS nowadays. But yeah, so here is the inside completed. And then you want to fold this back up. Okay. And now you're going to tie your ribbon, which I think this is one of the trickiest parts. I like to do pretty side facing up, and tuck under. And really, if you have someone who will hold this for you, then they are a godsend. I do not have anyone home right now, nor would probably anyone want to hold this a million times, but so then you just take your little bows that you make, which I do pretty sides facing out and pretty sides facing out. You want to tuck under and squish down. And then you can adjust it how you want. If you want the pretty side facing down. You know, bows take a lot of work for some people. For me especially. I cannot get bows down. I did see a fork trick on Pinterest, which I might try out once I'm tying all these, because I'm almost done. I need to send these out next week. I'm almost done. I just have to go through and almost tie everything, but I'll just probably leave it like this. I mean, is anyone going to remember if your bow was perfect? No. Just you. But yeah, here is your finished product. And then I'll zoom you out some so you can see it better. All you have to do is pop it in an envelope and you are good to go.